they're just filled with athletes. I mean, it's an extremely athletic team, at every position. So, I mean, like every game, there's no breaks, but especially in this one, any play could hurt you because they have so many athletes.
Their quarterback, you got to keep an eye on him, not just only for the pass, but the run. Just kind of talk about that concern.
Yeah, I mean, on film, it might not look like he's moving the quickest or his legs aren't, moving the fastest, but you see him pulling away from people and, making people miss. So, I mean, he's an athlete. He's very fast, very athletic, and he's a very smart kid. You can see it from the way he plays. So, I mean, he's a dual-threat quarterback that's going to be one of the better ones that we've ever played.
Do you remind you of anybody you've seen in your 4 years?
Maybe a little Hundley, but I think with a little more ability to run, or maybe a little more want-to run the ball.
When you say he doesn't, is it because he's so big that it doesn't look like he's moving as fast?
I think it's just how tall he is. Those legs don't move like they're moving as fast as somebody who's like 5'8", but then he gets moving pretty good.
This will be your final game as a Husker. Just kind of put it in perspective what this final game means.
I mean, I'd like to just put a cherry on top of the entire career. I've had my ups and I've had my downs, but I don't regret anything. I love my time here. I love the guys I've met and the time I've had playing with them. So to put that final cherry on top with the last game with these guys would be just the perfect scenario.
Hey Josh, you're done with school now. The whole team is done with finals, no classes. Is it nice to just focus on football and not have to worry about all that?
Oh, it's awesome, and it's a little bit better for me since I graduated because these guys, got school starting on January, whatever. But I'm done. I'm no longer a student athlete. I can just be an athlete now. So it's fun that this is my job and this is my only focus.
You're the captain of this defense. What do you look at this defense for next year? Kind of tell me what your thoughts are about the guys coming back and how this defense shapes up for next year.
I see a lot of talent. I mean, they have some learning to do, no doubt, but the players are there. So I mean, they just have to continue what we've done this year and learn from our mistakes and get better. And the sky's the limit for them just because of the guys that they have coming back.
How about the linebacker core? You know those guys real well. What about those guys?
Very confident in them. Smart guys. And a lot of them have playing experience. They've been in these games. So, I mean, there's going to be no drop-off and probably even be a little bit better next year for linebackers.
What do you think of Chris Webber specifically, a guy that's kind of pushed you, and I imagine he's hoping for a big role next year?
Yeah, no, Webby's going to be fine.'s going to be the leader of the defense. He's going to go out there and get everybody lined up. If a couple guys don't know what they're doing, he'll be able to tell them what they're doing and still do his job. So, I mean, Webby will be fine out there, and from the games he played in, you see he can make some plays.
And one of those ideas that gets thrown out there is, what if they allowed guys who redshirted to suddenly play in the bowl game as a kind of an exhibition? You, as a player, how do you think that would go over? Or would there be some people who didn't like that?
I think there'd be a lot more that don't like it that would like it.
Good.
Yeah, just because it's the last time we're playing as this group, and you got seniors and maybe a couple of seniors that didn't get to play very much. That this is their last chance to play for Nebraska, and to just kind of throw a freshman in there to see what he's going to be able to do for next year. It just kind of might feel like you're kind of getting pushed to the side, like you're already out when we still have one game left. So I kind of like how it is now, where they don't let them get in there.
Yeah, I guess along that line, do you hear some people say, "Oh, bowl games don't matter that much"? What would be your answer to that?
For the most part, from what I've heard, what I think, I mean, I love the bowl games. It's another chance to go out, and be with your teammates and putting something else out there on the resume. You know what I mean? But more than anything, it just extends the time, with your teammates. And instead of, being done after Thanksgiving, you get another month with your friends and out here playing around. So bowl games are a good deal.
As a player, is it weird when you hear people talking about, but Nebraska next year, and they're talking about what the team is going to be next year, and you wouldn't be a part of that for the first time in 4 years?
A little bit, but at the same time, I'm still a fan. So I obviously want to get this win, and I want to set up my friends and my team since I was a little kid. I want to set them up to do good next year, so I can come back and and wherever I may be, so I can brag about it and know that I had a part in setting them up for what they're going to do. Well, it was a surprise. I mean, was sitting at the table with Sam Cotton and each award we were kind of thinking who we were going to get it, and I was naming off a bunch of other guys, and then they called my name. It was a big honor. Very humbled to get it, but I guess the things that I've done here earned it, and that's all I could ever do was just be me.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.